It's okay. Come, the stars await, and we mustn't keep them.
Are we close?
Ship's caught a current! Be out in the jib!
Almost there, Captain. What a vast expanse. It's easy to forget sometimes.
You can say that again. But we made it. To Zeka Grande Skydom.
Now we're a step closer to finishing our journey! It's nice we're getting closer to our goal and everything. But... I was thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful if our adventures never ended? To me, seeing the world with everyone is so much fun. I sorta wish that it could go on forever and ever. You read my mind. It looks like the ship's flying steady again. Let's go check on the others. Catalina?
What is it, Lyria?
What do you think is out there? At the end of the Sky Realm, I mean. A wall, maybe?
If there is, it'd be pretty tall. Oh, now that you bring it up, I guess I've never thought about it before.
Hey, can I ask you something? What do you think is at the end of the world?
We'll find out when we get there.
I knew you'd say something like that. On the other hand, we know there's at least two things waiting for us out there. First is Estelucia, the island of the Astrals, and second is your dad.
I can't imagine what adventures we're in for next.
We'll just have to keep going and see for ourselves. You and Lyria are totally in sync.
You're certainly in high spirits, Lyria.
I'm just excited to start a brand new adventure.
Me too. Who knows what we'll find in this Skydom?
Ah, man, feel that wind flowing through your hair.
It does have a certain nostalgic quality to it.
Wait, does that mean you've been to the Skydom before, Rosetta?
Oh, sweetie. I can't start giving away my secrets now.
Aw, you never give me a straight answer.
Because you've got no filter. Maybe you'll understand when you're older.
Zip it! I've told you a bunch of times, stop treating me like a baby.
She's right, Rackham. Io is a mature, sophisticated lady.
2 against 1 ain't fair.
I'm counting on you, Io.
And you won't be disappointed. My magic's getting stronger every day. Ugh, if anybody's the immature one, it's Rackham.
Oh, Io. Just forget about him. Think about these new skies we get to explore.
What's with the tunes? You put on your happy pants today, or what?
It's this new Skydom. Reminds me of my younger days. Got me falling in love with the skies all over again. But you can rest easy. I'm keeping an eye on the horizon. Anything comes close to the ship, and you'll be the first to know.
We're glad to have your eagle eye, Eugen.
Yep, that's why I always eat my carrots. Why don't you go check on the rest of the crew? I got things covered up here. We're on the verge of entering a new Skydom. Don't ease up now, Captain.
Seems like everyone's in high spirits. Should be seeing signs of civilization soon. I hope the island has a hotel.
Huh? Heads up! We got monsters!
Lyria's in trouble! Get to her quick!
How'd I miss a whole flock of wyverns? Were they hiding in the clouds?
Io! Rosetta! You two handle the lizards on the port side!
On it, scaly jerks! Gotta keep it up! Way! Nice move, Buck. That'll show him. Perfect. Now we can make a break for Lyria.
Captain, go to Lyria!
Primeval dragon,
Hell yeah! Sure showed those losers.
You can't mess with the best. We did it! Huh? What are you?
It wouldn't. Lyria, what's happening?
Oh no! Bahamut! What's wrong?
Brace yourselves!
Lyria, what gives? Why is Bahamut gone all bonkers? I don't know. I thought I heard a voice and this happened. Just hold on. We'll try to get him under control again. You scare me, Bahamut! Come back to...
Yeah! How are we gonna stay airborne with him smacking us around?
Can we do something?
In a full-blown rampage. I'm afraid we'll have no luck reasoning with him now.
Then knock the damn thing out if you have to.
Miss me?
He's ripping up my ship!
Close one. Miss me? I think it's working.
Lyria, we'll hold it back. You focus on calming it.
Ready for action.
Finish this!
Miss me?
He's saved my bacon.
Come on, ship. Don't fail me now. Time bomb's a ticket, people!
It's acting up. Come on, Raccoon. Can't you get us out of here?
You kidding? We aren't out flying those wings!
Then we intercept it. That's our only option.
Can't beat me. Something's bothering me. I can't get through.
Hang on. We're in for some trouble.
Damn it! How are we supposed to dodge that? You kids all right?
Oh boy, engine room's been hit. We're about to fall under the buoyancy threshold.
Oigan! Right, I'll hit the repairs. Do what you can to slow our descent.
There must be a way out of this. Don't give up.
He's too tough. You guys think we'll make it through this? Hey, we're not licked yet. Bahamut just needs a couple more hard smacks in that. You better heal up.
There's only so much I can do at the wheel. Bring it up, Oigan.
I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. Close one.
Oh no. We can't take much more.
Seriously? Does Bahamut think we're a buffet or what? One more and the show's over. Oigan, how much longer?
Just this here. We'll sit there. Okay, try giving her some juice.
Back in business. I'll grab us some air and try to shake him off.
Reach for the sun, Grand Cypher. We're leaving Bahamut in the dust.
been calmed? No. Wait.
Oh no!
This hits us dead on.
Barely dodged it. But no guarantees we'll look out twice.
It's coming around in front of us!
From this distance, evasion's gonna be iffy. Everyone, hang on to your butts!
Wow! You're gonna kill us first, Jackal!
Yeah! You see that?
It appears we're still alive. That the start?
Bahamut's near the bow. Now's our chance to attack.
No, running!
Don't give it time to recover. Keep up the pressure.
Did that work? It's all okay now.
Sheesh. Really had me worried there.
Lyria! Lyria! Captain! Burn!
Whoa, back up!
I can't! They're too heavy! Lyria's voice echoed through the darkness. It was familiar. Painfully familiar. Just like the day we met, before this whole long journey began. Though I could barely use my sword, I tried to protect Lyria from the Empire. I almost died. But then... You protected me. Now it's my turn to save you. Take my power. Let it guide you. Let it become your strength. I know you can do this. Our lives are linked. While I may not fully understand how, Lyria gave half her life to save me. Her gift gave me the push I needed to pursue my own quest, finding Estalucia, Island of the Astrals. It was a fabled place at the end of the sky, where dreams are said to come true. Lyria and I, not to mention our ever-growing crew, are still continuing our search. But someday we'll find it. Then finally, the life link between us will... Huh? Where am I? Oh, right. Lyria fell from the ship, then Vern and I leapt after her. Come on! Open your eyes! I said wake up! You okay, buddy? Jeez. Scared me half to death, you know? Having that dream about Lyria again? Maybe you bumped your head on the way down. Speaking of Lyria, I didn't see where she fell. She should be close. Let's search the area. Sir ahoy! I hope our next one is Lyria. Dang, this forest is huge. Don't get us lost, okay, pal? You find something? It might come in handy later. Everybody's worried sick. Wonder when we'll see him again. Aha! What you hiding? Do it! No running! like the path continues behind that ivy. Can you clear it?
Yeah, it's working!
Now, move on. That was Lyria! Hurry, this way!
All right.
There she is!
Please be careful.
You can take him right. Show him, boss.
You can do that. Keep it up. Yep, this'll do. Miss me? I believe in you.
Did we get all of them? Watch out! Looks like they've got friends!
Dragonlink!
Yeah, buddy! Got the whole herd!
I knew you'd find me. But still, I was afraid I might never see you again.
Oh, talk about close call.
I'd almost given up hope. Thank you for saving me.
We're just happy you're safe. Now, let's lose these trees and meet up with the crew. Now that I think about it, the first time we met was in a forest like this.
I was thinking about that too. Back in Zinkin still, right?
Yeah, you've sure come a long way, huh?
Close one!
I wonder how everybody back home's doing.
Maybe we could use this. Let's see. Not bad.
Ugh, more monsters. You ready?
treasure! I think I can see a path on the other side. Gotta focus! No running! It's working! Should do it! I wasn't expecting that. Hey, at least we found a way through. I hate to keep everyone waiting. You know how protective they get. Then we better file back quick and show them what troopers we are. What'd you highlight? Great! Is it just me, or...? Yeah, that was Cat! Catalina! We're over here! Huh? Oh, I just heard Rackham! Rackham! We're over here! Vern, behind you! That's a rock monster almost gave me a heart attack! Ready for action! Gotta keep it up! Yep, this'll do! Miss me! Hit real beast of a boulder, ain't it? Close one!
Lyria! Captain!
Somebody call for the cavalry?
You're so corny. Let's just take down the monster already. We're saved! I could kiss you guys.
Glad to see you too, Vern.
Get in position,
Oh,
people.
yeah.
We can take it out if we link our attack.
Close one. Not quite. Watch out!
Ever tasted lead?
Miss me!
Prepare yourself!
Dragon Blade! Leave it to me!
On me!
Yeah!
Need cover fire.
That worked! You did it!
Only because you had my back.
Gotta keep it up! Close one! Go get him!
Oops.
Demon Stone! I got a bad feeling about this. Miss me? Really angry. Ready for action.
Tasted lead.
Locked on! Let's end
Roger.
this! Amazing as ever, Catalina!
All in a day's work.
Gotta keep it up! Miss me? Watch out! Let you guys turn that claw into gravel! This fight is finished! Let's... Tempest Blade! Ah! Catalina!
I'll protect you!
Behold
pinnacle of swordsmanship!
Loud and clear. And dust to dust! He up!
I know!
Bring it! Down first!
Right out of
Understood.
I felt that from over here. This will help a lot.
Prepare yourself!
Think it's running out of juice. Little more in the day's hour.
You guys rock!
Captain!
Whew. Glad we made it in time. Rosetta! Eugen!
Do forgive me for being late, Captain.
Hope you saved some fun for me. Ooh. Looks like everyone's no worse for wear.
Oh, thanks for the save, Eugen.
Lyria, about what happened with Bahamut. Do you have it under control now?
Yes, I think I do. Why'd it flip out on us? I don't really know. Well, hanging out here isn't gonna help. How about we head back to the Grand Cipher? I'm with EO. Better get moving before more monsters get the munchies.
In that case, maybe we should follow this trail instead. I have a feeling it leads to a nearby town. Doesn't that sound like the perfect place to learn more about Zega Grande?
Let's go check out that town then.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What we need right now is information.
Then it's settled. Into town we go. Wonder if they got any plump, juicy apples. Oh, Vern, you're always thinking about food. Look who's talking. My tummy always picks the worst time to growl.
You heard Lyria's stomach. Let's go find that town.
Wonder what kind of city it'll be. Can't wait to find out.
Know what I'm wondering? How'd you guys fall from that high up without a scratch? It's a miracle.
Good question. Maybe the canopy broke our fall. In any case, we got lucky.
Hey, any Skyfarer who tells you life ain't about luck is a liar in my book.
Appreciate it. I don't think so. Yeah. Hello. Hey. Thank you. Miss me? Look, I see buildings.
Seems like a pleasant place to unwind.
Only one way to find out.
Let's go. Oh boy, this town is nice.
Check out the airships. Probably got a strong trade network going. Kinda reminds me of good old Port Breeze.
We should look for a place where Lyria can rest.
Me? But I feel fine.
You've had a rough afternoon today. You shouldn't push yourself too hard.
I know, but we're in a brand new town and I want to explore it with everyone.
Well, Captain?
Maybe we could grab a bite. Gee, I didn't know our captain was such a foodie.
Time to find some delicious apples, or whatever's tasty.
If Lyria's up for a little excursion, then I don't see the harm in it.
In the meantime, I'll grab the Grand Cipher. Should be a dock around here somewhere.
As for me, I'm hankering to try the local brews they got in these parts.
We just got here and you already need a drink? What's with you geezers?
What? I deserve a refreshing cocktail after a long hike.
Ugh, you don't deserve anything.
You're all too much. Anyway, after exploring for a bit, let's meet back at that big building over there.
Come on! I want to take a look around.
I can't wait to explore. I love visiting new places for the first time.
I have to say, you're a real lifesaver. Well then, see you next time.
It's always a pleasure. Come again. Well, what do you know?
Sierra!
What? It's Lyria! And the captain of the boat! You made it all the way to this skydom, too? Boy, you really do get around.
You might just say I'm everywhere. Everywhere the cash flows. Visit the Knick-Knack Shack for all your travel tasks. By the way, the blacksmith right there makes some fighting mine weaponry if you need some new gear.
Ah, you must be the ones Ciero mentioned. Let me take a peek at your gear.
I'm glad we know where to look if we need to sharpen our weapons.
You can say that again. Now, back to goofing off.
Let's talk. What should I strengthen? I'll handle it. Come back sometime.
What should we do first? So many choices.
Is your stomach growling?
lot of action today, so let's take the exploring nice and steady. This town seems pretty chill, huh? This'll be interesting.
Oigan's already, making connections with the locals. Methods of Rackham headed straight for the docks, huh? He takes such good care of the Grand Cipher. I guess after everything we've put her through, she deserves the TLC.
Whoa! Hold your horses! We can't leave without letting the others know first.
I can't wait to see more of the town.
We've got local specials, good food, good prices.
Ahoy, Captain. Enjoying yourself?
Oh, brother. At least one of us is, that's for sure.
Come here. Let you in on a tip I heard. Word is there's a village that runs a mining operation on a nearby island. It's got an altar dedicated to, get this, a primeval god. And when this god stirs up a wind, loads of ore gets exposed, ripe for the plucking. Then, this town takes those mined ores to make the finest jewelry. We'd be rich if we got in on the action somehow. You catching my drift? Anyway, gonna stay put and sniff around for more info. I'll let you know what I hear. See you later, Captain. One more for the road.
Airship of that size is a first for me, but I reckon I can handle her.
Sorry for pushing you guys.
Shucks, it ain't nothing. I'll leave this spot empty, so go ahead and fly her in.
Thanks a million. I'll get right on it.
Rackham, hi!
Well, look who it is. I managed to find a place that can patch up the Grand Cipher. Just got done haggling with him.
I'm sorry the ship got hurt. That was my fault.
Whoa, whoa, what are you talking about? You had nothing to do with it.
But I...
Look, it was a random accident. No one could have known our dragon friend would go all crazy.
It's not your fault, Lyria.
Yep, no one's blaming you.
Captain knows best. So quit feeling guilty about it, okay?
Okay. Thanks for cheering me up.
There's that smile. Besides, we're in a new Skydom. Let's see some more enthusiasm, huh? Anyway, I'd better go move the Grand Cipher before anything happens to her. Go have fun. I got the ship covered.
That's it!
Excuse me.
What's Rosetta doing? Probably better not to ask. Every rose has its thorns, and every primal beast has her secrets.
Nice of you to drop by, Lyria. Come to see my part of town?
Actually, I wanted to ask you how I could help the crew.
Is that so? Well, I'd say there's no need to stress out about it.
But I want to be useful and do my share.
Oh dear. I think you might be overthinking this.
Still, isn't there something I can do?
Let's see. Guidebooks are pretty useful. Ever thought about writing one?
Write my own guidebook?
Just jot down the fun things you've seen and done. Whatever you want to share with us.
Better than complaining all the time. That's like the opposite of being helpful. You're right. Okay, I'll write the best guidebook ever.
I can't wait to read it. Such a refreshing breeze.
Let's come back once we find a key.
Let's kick some tail!
Don't mind if I do.
Aw, it won't open. So then...
Window shoppers welcome! Go love what you see!
Catalina training again. Guess old military habits die hard, huh? If she hadn't betrayed the Earth State Empire to save Lyria, who knows where we'd be now?
Better. Keep your eyes up and in front. What I say? Good.
Of course! Yeah! Right!
Hi, Catalina! What you doing?
Thought I might get in some training. I once spent hours practicing my strikes.
Oh, no wonder you're a master swordswoman.
Not yet, I'm afraid. Maybe I'm halfway there at best.
You're no slouch either, buddy. But I wonder who's better, you or Catalina?
Probably Catalina.
It's hard to say at a glance, though it might be fun to cross swords sometime.
You mean like a sparring match? I wouldn't know who to root for. Then why not both? Oh, you're right! There's no rule that says I can only pick one side.
Captain, before we proceed any further, I have just one thing. Make sure to check our mastery points from time to time. Battles may begin to feel tense if we don't sharpen our skills.
I love learning new stuff. Good stuff. Great! Can't wait to try this out! Nice!
I'll practice day and night. I mustn't fall behind our captain after all.
Theo, we've come a long way since we met on Freymo. With how much she knows about magic, I still can't believe she's younger than me.
Hey, what you looking at? Yeah! You dumb lizard! Don't sneak up on me like that! Ugh, for the millionth time, I ain't no lizard! So, what you doing, Neo? Checking out the makeup selection. Ooh, that's so grown up! An elegant lady knows the importance of looking her best. I see. I still don't know anything about makeup. You're naturally pretty, but a dab here or there could bring out a whole new you. Really? I don't know if that's me at all. How about this? Next time we'll do our faces together. With Rosetta's tutoring, of course. Aren't you curious how Lyria will look, Captain?
Can't wait to see the new Lyria.
Gosh, I'll try not to disappoint anyone. Gee, what a selection. I don't know what most of this stuff is for. If you're done looking around, we can start heading to the meetup spot a little early. Welcome, welcome. Which crew member would you like to call? out the old crew signal, eh? Who should we vote? See you next time!
So then...
Work hard, play hard. Hey! I smell a new... Great work today, team! I smell a new mission. Yoink. The meetup spot was somewhere around here, right? Are you done looking around?
Yeah, I think I've seen everything.
Same. Let's take a quick break while we wait for the others. Look, it's the Grand Cipher. Oh yeah! Rackham did say he'd bring her in for repairs.
Can I tell you something? I heard what you did when I was falling off the ship. I felt so happy knowing you sprang to my rescue. We've been through a lot together. Visited new islands, met new people. It hasn't always been the safest trip, but you've always been there to protect me. I just wanted to say thank you. And since our lives are intertwined, let's make the most of our journey together.
Yeah.
Now my face feels a little hot.
That's so true. Doesn't it smell nice?
Sure does.
Sorry. Kept y'all waiting.
Cypher's officially in the shop.
Nice work. Thanks, Rackham. So, we've got time to burn, it seems. Anyone will...
Almost forgot this.
You guys hear that?
All right, I'm off. Pardon my rudeness. I don't do well with lizards.
Hey! Wait ain't no lizard.
It can talk?
I do beg your pardon. We didn't mean to startle you. And we certainly don't intend on starting any trouble. Actually, we're a crew of humble skyfarers. This is Vern. I assure you he means no harm. If anything, he's quite the lovable dragon once you get to know him.
You've got it all wrong, Catalina. I'm a cool dragon.
Huh. Skyfarers, you say? Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is...
Roland, you've got to help us. A tornado suddenly hit our village out of nowhere.
A tornado? Could something have angered Tempeal's primal beast?
Huh?
Remain here in Folca. I'll handle the rest. My apologies. It seems I'm needed elsewhere, so I'm afraid this is farewell for now.
Hey, wait! He sure ran off in a hurry.
And I heard him say primal beast. We should follow him.
There are still people stuck in Tempeal! Oh, what do we do? What do we do? So the altar suddenly lit up, you know? And the wind was like a whoosh! And that primeval god is not happy.
Slow down, take a few deep breaths, and tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, okay. I'm calm.
An altar, fierce winds, and what they call a primeval god. Sound familiar?
Yeah, it does.
Smells fishy. It's gotta be connected to Bahamut going ballistic on us.
That guy with glasses knows something we don't. Want to see if we can tag along?
He could lead us to a clue. What do you think, Captain?
Well, we can't ignore people in trouble.
Exactamundo.
Right then. I know what I have to do. Time to get moving.
Excuse me?
Ah, hello again. The situation is a bit out of hand, as you can see. If you need something from me, can it wait? I must leave town for a spell.
Then I'll cut to the chase. Allow us to join you.
Say that again?
It seems you're in a predicament. Depending on the situation, we could be of help.
I appreciate the offer, I really do, but...
You mentioned a primal beast, right? If that's the problem, we want to lend a hand.
We hit our own snag as soon as we arrived in this skydom. Bet your round of drinks whatever you're facing has to do with us, too.
Simply put, our goals are aligned. It takes two to tango, wouldn't you say?
I don't know. Though, more hands would certainly be welcome. Very well. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Anything can happen out there. You should get organized before we head out.
All right. So who are we calling to the front line?
Couldn't resist my help?
Need a mage?
I compliment any bouquet.
See that counter? That's where we can pick up new quests. Let's check back often, okay?
gonna need serious help fixing the tornado problem.
Oh, are you a Skyfarer, perchance? If you're looking for coin, I can help you find jobs from all over the Skydom. So, would you be interested in taking a quest or two? Or, maybe more?
If I hadn't met Master Zaka on that fateful day, if he hadn't saved me, there's no way I'd be where I am now. I'm from the Vault's Duchy, where the weather's sweltering all year long, thanks to a river of lava that flows through the island. My hometown might not have been the most scenic place, but as long as I had Master Zaka with me, I was happy. After traveling for so long, I can finally say that with pride. Before I left on my journey, I was completely clueless. When my master went missing, I just ran around like a chicken with its head cut off. I was looking for something, anything that would help me find him, and that's when I met the crew. The reason behind his disappearance turned out to be even worse than I could have imagined. The Earth State Empire had driven him out of his mind. They had manipulated him into awakening the primal beast that had lain dormant beneath the ground, Colossus. Fortunately, I was able to break through to him, thwarting the Empire's attempt to exploit Colossus's powers for conquest. I learned that they were doing all sorts of horrible things, even to their own people, in order to achieve their goals. My master was a kind person who never hesitated to help those in need. I resented the Empire for making him suffer, and I couldn't just sit around when there was work to be done. That's why I decided to join the crew, to stick it to those Empire jerks and give their victims something to smile about. A few years before I met the crew, I lost my parents to an epidemic. I mourned their deaths for who knows how long. I could barely even bring myself to face reality each morning. With no living relatives and vaults, I was like a ship adrift at sea. I had nowhere to go and nowhere to belong. Until one day, my master reached out his hand to me. I was so depressed I just kept staring at the ground. But that gentle smile never left his face as he asked me, "Why do you look so sad?" There was something in his voice that made me look up. When I did, a beautiful bouquet of flowers appeared in his hand, seemingly out of thin air. I had no idea how he'd done it, but I knew it must have been some kind of parlor trick. But he insisted it was magic. What a goofball, right? Saying that when he can use real magic. But it was just the magic I needed at that moment. Beautiful and kind. He went on to show me all kinds of incredible spells, the likes of which I'd never seen before. Watching him made me smile at a time when I thought I'd forgotten how. My master would always say that magic exists to make something about that spoke to me. It made me want to become a mage just like him. So I signed myself up as his disciple, begging him to teach me magic.
I'll never forget how happy I was when he told me I had talent. After all, if he was right, that meant I had the potential to make people smile too. One day, shortly after I joined the crew, I suddenly lost the ability to use magic. No matter how many times I tried casting a spell, nothing happened. I had no clue what to do. The rest of the crew thought Master Zaka might have the answers I needed, so we set sail for Vaults. It'd been forever since I'd been back home. My master was thrilled to see how much I'd grown. I opened my mouth to ask him about my problem, but when I saw how happy he looked, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I promised him that I'd come back as a great mage, but there I was, unable to cast even a single spell. The last thing I wanted was for him to be disappointed in me. Around that time, an epidemic returned to Vaults. The same disease that had claimed the lives. Wanting to keep it from spreading any further, my master headed to the clinic to speak with the people who'd been infected. But he ended up getting sick too. The source of the epidemic turned out to be an evil spirit that revealed itself to us right there in the clinic. I immediately confronted it. That rotten creature had already taken my parents from me. I wasn't gonna let it take anyone else. Determined to make it pay, I raised my staff, but nothing happened. I'll never forget how it felt to watch, helplessly, as my parents' killer got away. The crew gave chase, but I continued to stand where I was. Without my magic, I didn't see the point. I'd just end up getting in the way. All I could do was watch as my master suffered, withering away. Nothing had changed since the last time. But you know, it wasn't all bad. In search of a solution to my magic loss at the local library, I happened to come across a beautiful golden staff, one left to me by my mother. That's when Master Zaka revealed that my mother had been a mage too. On the verge of tears, I clenched my staff tightly in frustration. My beloved home and master were being threatened by a disease-spreading spirit, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Just as I began feeling completely hopeless, the staff began to glow. Somehow I could feel it encouraging me, empowering me. So what if I couldn't use magic? Surely there were other ways to help everyone. Unable to stand around doing nothing any longer, I ran off to find the crew. When I finally tracked them down, they'd already been rendered powerless by the disease. That left me as the only person who could fight. There wasn't a second to lose. It was that moment when I decided I was done running away. I'd promised myself a long time ago that I was going to use my magic to make people happy. Filled with newfound resolve, I heard a voice coming from the staff. Is that you? The voice told me to visualize the power flowing through me. As I did, I could feel magic welling up inside me, flooding out from deep within. With my mom's help, I was able to defeat the evil spirit. As soon as it was gone, light erupted from my staff. I turned to see the rest of the crew climbing to their feet, their symptoms gone. The power spread through the entire island of Vaults Duchy, eliminating the disease and bringing smiles back to the people. Things were a little touch and go there for a while, but in the end, everyone pulled through. And I've been able to use my magic without any issue ever since. I just know it's because my mom is watching over me through my staff. Thanks to her, I can keep traveling with the crew, using the staff she left me to bring out more smiles along the way.
Zega Grande, the forgotten skydom. As I gazed into its perennial blue, I reflected on my memories of this place were distant, yet unforgettable.
Have you been here before, Rosetta?
Hmm? Perhaps I have. Who can say? Eventually, I'll share my tales of the captain's father and our journey together. When the time is ripe, of course. But first, I would need to sort through my own emotions. It was here in these skies that we would eventually part. I know. In the eyes of eternity, our time together lasted no longer than a blink. Yet his impact on me felt nothing short of eternal. Indeed, it wasn't nostalgia that I felt upon revisiting these skies. Rather, it was the significance of this place and all that transpired here that weighed heavily upon my heart. During the war, primal beasts were exploited by the Astrals as instruments of battle. Withered and fated, one primal would eventually drift to Lumacier Archipelago, making a home for herself. Over time, she grew accustomed to the comforts of its forests and the serenity they offered. It was a far cry from the brutalities of war. Centuries would pass until a young man stumbled upon her domain, forever altering the course of her life. She engaged him in a vicious battle, but was ultimately humbled in defeat. Accepting her fate, she resigned herself to death. However, the man would sheath his blade and, to her surprise, asked if she would join him on a journey across the skies. A primal beast was supposedly no more than an astral weapon. Beings born to be controlled, manipulated, and ill-used since time immemorial. She had never entertained the idea of something more. In fact, she hardly had a name for herself. Well, she did have a moniker, but it was a meaningless one, whose sole purpose was to identify her as a weapon. Perhaps out of pity, perhaps out of kindness, the man bestowed upon her a new name. It was from that moment she would truly blossom. Rosetta. It was his gift to her. One she would treasure and love for eternity. With every union comes an inevitable separation. When his journey neared its final chapters, as he took up arms against the god of destruction, I returned to the forests of Lumacier. After my return to the archipelago, I briefly longed for his companionship, but the flora and fauna kept me company. Decades came and went, and one day I would encounter yet another young visitor to the island. There was no mistaking it. This was his offspring. I realized at that very moment the time had come. He had entrusted this child to me from the ends of the skies. My heart swelled, but I concealed my excitement, flashing naught but a smile at the young captain. I would join the up-and-coming Skyfarer's crew on the Grand Cipher for another journey across the skies, this time as a bystander. During their travels, they would experience joys and triumphs, alongside loss and hardship. I continued to observe from afar, doing my best to obscure my true intentions. My roots were well planted in the past. Knowing what I knew, would I be able to act as a part of their crew in earnest? Before long, my ambivalence would come to a head. My convictions had begun to waver. Was this the right approach? Of course, I was conscious of reality. I knew their journey wouldn't be easy. They would have to face the harsh life the skies had in store for them. And with our foes only becoming more and more cumbersome even for myself, could I possibly protect them? My presence on the Grand Cipher was inconsequential, and at worst, a hindrance to the crew. I thought if I weren't here, the captain, EO, the entire crew would handle themselves just fine. Perhaps the time had come to retire to the forests once more. But as I was preparing to leave, EO grabbed my hand so sweetly, so innocently, and said she needed me to stay. I couldn't bring myself to abandon her. I would be the bystander no longer. Everyone in the crew had a role to play, and I would be the exception no more. Finally, I found my purpose. I was free to experience the skies once again, hand in hand with the captain. It wasn't duty or obligation that anchored me to this crew. It was love. And I promised to always protect them. I would leave no regrets in the skies. Thus, our journey continued. Only this time I felt that I was a true member of the Grand Cipher.
Our adventure began with a strange light falling over my home island of Zinkenstill. I chased it to the impact site, where I found a blue-haired girl named Lyria and a knight, Catalina. The girl was shaken, and pretty soon I learned the reason why. She was on the run from Erste Empire soldiers. I knew an unfair fight when I saw one, so I stepped up to protect Lyria from those overbearing jerks. Catalina and I fended them off well enough, but when their backs were in the corner, they released a fire-breathing Hydra. It charged me, sending me flying into the tree line. Moments away from death, all I could think about was Dad. He'd been the one who trained me, and he'd done a great job, but... well, who expects their daughter to get attacked by a five-headed horror? So, it's all over. Just as I began to sink into darkness, a gentle light enveloped my body. Lyria, wreathed by a mystical halo, was floating above me with her hand outstretched. She explained that she was going to merge our life forces. Fortunately, it worked. From that moment forward, Lyria and I would be inextricably linked. Looking into her blue eyes, I knew I had nothing to fear. Not even death itself. Two people, one life. A greater whole. Lyria had taken a huge risk to save me. Now, if one of us got hit with a fatal blow, it was curtains for both. And that thought awakened in me a desperate hunger for survival. For life. The next moment, Lyria and I felt this reverberation of power. The torrent of emotion rushing from me had awakened something. Darkness and flames swirled around us, coalescing into a massive dragon, Bahamut. With him on our side, we made short work of the Imperial Hydra. Now that their trump card had been blasted into oblivion, the Imperial Army had no choice but to run. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't chased that light. No Lyria, no lifelink, no adventure. Yeesh, I probably wouldn't even have set foot off of Zinkenstill. Fate's a funny thing, isn't it? Since meeting Lyria, we've seen our fair share of joy and happiness, and pain and suffering. But the Grand Cipher crew doesn't buckle under pressure. We'll take on anything the journey throws at us. No regrets. Now, where was I? Oh, right. We just humiliated the Empire, who probably had reserves waiting somewhere close by. We realized we needed to get off Sinkenstill. Fast. The Empire was not going to rest while Lyria was on the loose, and I figured that since we shared a life force now and all, it was in everyone's best interest if we stayed together. Plus, I'd always wanted to explore the far reaches of the skies, though doing it on the run, not what I had in mind. Ugh, there was so much to think about, so much to decide. But all those plans could come after we had escaped Sinkenstill. I didn't want a whole army, this time with, I don't know, 30 Hydras marching on my home island. And, well, I had another, more personal reason for wanting to leave. Before I knew it, our journey was at an end. The end. As in, we'd reached the end of the skies. My daughter, I'm waiting for you on Estalucia. I thought about Dad's letter. I missed him. When I was young, he would take me to the edge of the island, and we'd sit there, admiring the clouds. I wanted so badly to explore those skies, just like Dad. I had to see him again. And now, I wouldn't have to make that journey alone. With Vern, Lyria, and Catalina at my side, we commandeered a small Imperial craft and set out for the greatest of destinations, Estalucia. From the moment we left Sinkenstill, our adventures were hectic to say the least. Catalina, who claimed to be an experienced pilot, crashed our small vessel into the gusty fields of Port Breeze. But we quickly pulled ourselves together and found a new ally, and helpsman, in the form of Rackham. Since then, we gained more and more allies, and no matter what obstacle we faced, the crew always worked in tandem to find a solution. It's all thanks to their support that I've made it this far. And what a wild ride it's been! I had never set foot off of Sinkenstill, but now I can't even count the number of islands we've saved, let alone visited. Sure, being a roving band of heroes is difficult, but it's got its perks. New faces, new places, and a whole airship's worth of fun. Who could pass this life up? Anyhoodle, we've just begun the next chapter of our adventure. We discovered another piece of the sky map, which led us to Zega Grande. Yeah, a whole new skydom. Just imagine the danger, the promise. But I knew it was going to be fine. Just another set of memories to add to our ever-growing collection. I hope you're ready, Zega Grande, 'cause here we come!
Here it is. I can make the arrangements at once. Please be careful. Come again. Yeah! Let's do it to it!
Look alive! We've got company!
Time to shove!
I've got them.
Nothing to it! Ow!
Leave it to me.
Dragon Blade!
do you think?
Fine, Beast. Can we take 5? They just keep coming, but we'll show them who's boss. Here you go.
Come,
Look on! Take them out!
Very
Following! Look at us go!
I'll always be by your side.
Gotta keep it up! Follow my lead!
What do you think?
Into the fray!
Will do.
After you! That's one way down, but looks like you're still horrible. Close one! I'm not liking the look of this, but don't let it intimidate ya.
Right there.
Good.
The roses shall protect you.
Follow through.
I'll get
You
it.
have my aid. We turned the tide.
Sure thing.
Thank you, dear.
Tell me it's working. Gotta keep it up.
What do you think?
Come.
Watch out.
Now. Not over yet. Well done.
Thanks. It's working.
Granblue can't keep up.
Take that! I'm not liking the look of this, but don't let it intimidate ya.
Come, crew.
Direct hit!
No more. Into the fray.
We
We can't rest yet.
Bring it on! Dragon Blade! Armor break! It's working!
Even the What do you think? Can't keep up. Take my sword.
Prepare yourself! And I think that's everything. You were awesome out there. The end of the skies! To Estalucia!
Come to view the requests? Come again.
The ship will depart shortly. Is everyone ready?
Yep, we're good to go.
Good. All aboard the airship. There's no time to waste. There we go. Do your thing, autopilot. So, I bet you're wondering who I am. I work for the Church of Folka, mostly as a vicar. Call me Roland.
I'm Catalina, protector of this crew.
Name's Rackham. Cheers.
And I'm Io.
Eugen here.
Rosetta.
You can call me Vern. I'm Lyria. Nice to meet you.
And finally, this is our captain.
Wow. I can't imagine captaining a crew at your age. Well, I'm not exactly a slouch myself. You see, I'm kind of a Mr. Fix-It, handling all the odd jobs after church. From furniture repair to marriage counseling, I can mend it all. Results guaranteed. When Roland's on the case, nothing is impossible! Too dramatic, huh?
This guy's a few apples short of a bushel. He'll hear you, dummy. Glad you're with us. High five, Fix-It, dude.
Dude? Once again, my name is Roland.
Yep, heard you the first time. Cheers, Fix-It, dude.
But it's Roland.
Huh?
We've got some time before we reach Tempeal, so would you mind checking on the others?
Aha! Don't mind if I do.